I know the topic feels like it's been beaten to death, but there are a few things I do want to say about Sean Spicer's Holocaust comments because, everybody's making it sound like he is this unique product of Trump's horribleness. Well, he is horrible, but he's horrible in a Republican sort of way. And I don't want everybody to be so busy demonizing Trump and his team that we forget how horrible the entire Republican Party is and how much somebody like Sean Spicer reflects that horribleness. A couple thoughts. We all know, we talked earlier in the show, we played the clips of what he said, but let us remember, number one, that Sean Spicer is a mainstream Republican. He doesn't come out of Steve Bannon's white nationalist cadre. He is a career Republican who had communications jobs with the House Budget Committee, the Republican House Conference, finally the Republican National Committee for a number of years. He was recommended for this job by Priebus, the former Republican National Committee chairman, who's Trump's chief of staff. And by the way, in one of the few signs of good judgment Donald Trump has ever displayed in his life, he's reportedly been mad at Priebus ever since for recommending Spicer. Now, the other thing that people don't realize, but I'm pretty sure of this, Spicer was trying to use a talking point that had been given out. The same day that Spicer made his horrific comments, Defense Secretary James Mattis said, quote, even in World War II, chemical weapons were not used on the battlefield. Even in Korean War, they were not used on battlefields. Since World War II, there's been an international convention on this. Now, so first of all, he left out Vietnam because we used chemical weapons in Vietnam. Little thing they don't like to remember. But this was the talking point Spicer was trying to get at when he threw in the Hitler thing, which was a super bad call. Now, one of the things I pointed out in writing, and other people have since as well, is, Hitler was not using this gas on his own people. Really? Not his own people? The 500,000 Jews who lived in Germany before Hitler's rise to power weren't German citizens. The nearly 200,000 who lived in Austria weren't Austrian citizens. Of course they were. But the Republican mindset is to demonize and exclude ethnic, racial, and other minorities, including, in the case of the Holocaust, gays and Romani people as well. So, we Republicans have been othering minorities for a long time, and let's not pretend otherwise. And then he said, in trying to clear it up, Spicer said, I was trying to draw a contrast of the tactic of using airplanes to drop weapons on innocent people. They weren't innocent, but, Republicans have been scapegoating minorities since the days of Nixon and Reagan. I did a whole monologue on that a couple of weeks ago. It's what they do, and I can't leave without pointing out that phrase, Holocaust Center, which seems so Republican because they love the private sector. They love private sector speak. It makes the largest and most horrifying mass murder machine in human history sound like a series of Federal Express hubs for the transshipment and extermination of human souls. Privatize everything. That's today's Republicans. Your center will be with you shortly.